Imagine traveling thousands of miles to a land vastly different from your own, hoping to connect with its people and culture. The anticipation builds as you envision the vibrant colors, the bustling streets, and the rich history that awaits you. You long to experience the real India beyond the tourist traps. You want to immerse yourself in the everyday lives of the locals, to see the world through their eyes. You're eager to form genuine friendships, to share stories and laughter, and to build connections that transcend cultural boundaries. But what if your best intentions are met with misunderstandings, prejudices, and ultimately chaos? What if the cultural divide is too vast to bridge, leading to conflicts and heartache? This is the heart of Forster's A Passage to India, a novel that delves deep into these very issues. A Passage to India isn't just a dusty old book. It's a mirror reflecting the complexities of human relationships against the backdrop of a changing world. It challenges us to look within ourselves. Even though it was written in the 1920s, its themes of cultural clashes, friendship, and the search for truth resonate deeply today, reminding us of the timeless nature of these struggles, especially for young minds grappling with their own identities and place in the world. It speaks to the universal quest for understanding and belonging. Why should this book matter to you? Because it offers a profound exploration of human nature and the barriers we create. Because it throws you headfirst into the whirlwind of emotions that come with navigating cultural differences, making you question your own perceptions, trying to understand the other, and confronting your own biases. It forces you to reflect on your own actions and beliefs. It's about the thrill of new friendships and the crushing disappointment of betrayals, capturing the highs and lows of human connections. Forster paints a vivid picture of India under British rule, a land teeming with vibrant colors, bustling bazaars, and ancient traditions. The streets are alive with the sounds of merchants calling out their wares, children playing, and the rich aroma of spices filling the air. The British community, however, lives in their own bubble, clinging to their customs and looking down upon the native population. They host exclusive tea parties and social gatherings, maintaining a strict separation from the locals. This cultural chasm forms the crux of the story, highlighting the deep-seated divisions and misunderstandings between the two communities. Enter Adela Quested, a young, idealistic Englishwoman who arrives in India with a thirst for authenticity. She is determined to see beyond the colonial facade and understand the true essence of the country. She wants to experience the real India, not the one curated for the British elite. Her curiosity leads her to explore local festivals, ceremonies, and everyday life. Her quest for genuine connection leads her to Dr. Aziz, a kind and hospitable Indian doctor. Dr. Aziz, intrigued by her sincerity, opens up to her, hoping to bridge the cultural gap. Their initial interactions are colored by awkwardness and a mutual desire to bridge the cultural divide. They struggle to find common ground, yet their efforts are sincere and heartfelt. Their friendship, however, faces an uphill battle amidst the ingrained prejudices of their respective communities. The societal pressures and historical tensions create a challenging environment for their budding relationship. The British ladies, with their haughty demeanor and condescending views, view Dr. Aziz with suspicion, spreading rumors and casting doubt on his intentions. While his Indian friends warn him of the dangers of getting too close to the British, they fear the consequences of such an association, knowing the potential for misunderstanding and conflict. As Adela and Dr. Aziz navigate their complex cultural landscape, they find allies in unexpected places. Mrs. Moore, an older and more open-minded Englishwoman, embraces the differences and encourages understanding. Her son Ronnie, however, embodies the rigid colonial mindset, clashing with his mother's views and further complicating the dynamics. The story takes a dramatic turn during a fateful trip to the Marabar Caves. What begins as an attempt at cultural exploration ends in chaos and accusations, leaving Adela shaken and Dr. Aziz wrongly accused of a terrible crime. This incident shatters the fragile peace, pushing the simmering racial tensions to a boiling point. Friendships are tested, loyalties are questioned, and the quest for truth becomes a tangled web of perspectives and prejudices. Before we continue, if you're enjoying the content, hit like and subscribe for more insightful summaries. The ambiguity surrounding the events at the caves lies at the heart of the novel's intrigue. Was it a misunderstanding fueled by cultural differences, the stifling heat, and the echoing emptiness of the caves? Or was it something more sinister? Forster masterfully keeps us guessing, forcing us to confront our own assumptions and the unreliability of perception. Adela, initially convinced of Dr. Aziz's guilt, begins to doubt her own memory. The reader is left grappling with the weight of doubt and the fragility of truth. The ensuing trial becomes a microcosm of the larger societal conflict. The British community closes ranks, their prejudice blinding them to reason, while the Indian community rallies behind Dr. Aziz, their anger at the systemic injustice palpable. The courtroom becomes a stage where the simmering tensions between the British and Indians reach a boiling point. The trial is less about seeking justice and more about solidifying pre-existing biases. Even seemingly neutral characters reveal their true colors under pressure. The pressure of the trial pushes Adela to a breaking point. She questions her own sanity and the validity of her accusations. In a dramatic moment of realization, she retracts her statement, acknowledging the possibility of her own misinterpretation. While Dr. Aziz is acquitted, the damage is already done. The chasm between the two communities has widened, and the hope for genuine understanding seems to have evaporated. The ending of A Passage to India is far from easy to interpret, and leaves readers with a sense of ambiguity. There are no clear winners or losers in this complex narrative. While Dr. Aziz is free, he remains deeply scarred by the experience, carrying the emotional and psychological wounds of his ordeal. His faith in friendship and reconciliation is shattered, leaving him disillusioned and wary of future relationships. As for Adela, she is left grappling with the weight of her actions and the realization of the deep-seated prejudices that clouded her judgment, causing her to question her own beliefs and values. The book ends on a somber note, suggesting that while individual connections may be possible, true understanding between cultures might be a bridge too far, an aspiration that remains just out of reach. A Passage to India isn't just a story about colonial India, it's a timeless exploration of human nature, delving into the intricacies of personal and societal conflicts. The novel examines the complexities of cross-cultural interactions and the challenges of bridging divides that are often rooted in historical and social contexts. It asks us to confront our own biases and to strive for empathy in a world often driven by fear and misunderstanding, urging us to look beyond our differences. It's a journey worth taking, even if the destination remains elusive, for it is in the journey that we find growth and understanding. We reach the end, but before you leave, let us know in the comments if you are going to read the book. Also join our community of passionate readers by simply subscribing to our channel, where your love for knowledge and great stories truly matters.